Welcome to the true grand finale of Cheese to Rank 1, part 2 of the grand finale. We are at 5.9k MMR. The last episode was insane. We made a PF rush happen. Definitely check that out if you want to. And for this episode, the final episode, let's try to make some magic happen once again. Let's do it. Game number 1 is gonna be against TVS Showtime Zerg. I actually talked to him about this at Valencia, that I ran into him so often in my Penguin Brothers, I believe, and in the cheese show as well. And now sadly for him, I am gonna have to give it to him again. Now, some cheeses that you guys really wanted to see was BC cheese. I didn't do a BC cheese in the last episode, so now I am gonna do one. And I have a good one in mind as well. I'm gonna go for a proxy Hellion drop into BC, and I'm gonna do a version that I actually used against some of the best Zergs in the world at some point. I think I used it against Raynor. I think I used it against Serral as well. I'm not sure how the one against Raynor went. I do remember that Serral kind of owned me when I did it, so maybe it's not the most tried and true tested build ever. But I think it should be pretty good. Now, obviously, I'm going to intend to make more and more BCs, or at least play a little bit weird. This is the cheese series, and I know I'm allowed to do normal macro follow-ups, but I would like to keep it weird and spicy for you guys, especially for this last episode of the grand finale. If you have enjoyed these challenges, guys, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to do many, many more challenges after this, you know, even if this is the grand finale of cheese. If you haven't watched the other episodes, you can go back and check them out. If you don't want to miss my new challenges, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications. And since this is the grand finale, there's always new challenges you guys want to see. Make sure to comment down below what you want to see. I always say that it's true. I read every single comment you guys write. So if you have any suggestions, if there's something you want to see, make sure to leave it in the comments. And I will either do it or not do it, depending on how good the suggestion is. So yeah, no guarantees there, obviously. But I don't think my next challenge, I mentioned it before, is going to be Raven Hellion to GM. And I'm intending to make that challenge incredibly hard as well, similar to the Ghost challenge, where I have a phase 1 where I'm literally not allowed to make other stuff. And I'm kind of already imagining how on Earth I'm gonna defend freaking early cheeses with only Hellions and Ravens. But we'll see. Make sure to not miss out on that challenge series, because I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of fun. Now let's see what Mr. Showtime is doing here. A hatch first, of course. Now, he knows who I am, and he knows I am gonna cheese him as well. So, I'm a little bit worried about doing a proxy starport, because it's very likely that he will scout for something and find it. It's also possible that he will just scout my base instead. And that would be a little bit better. But then again, he would see that I have no starport, which would make that difficult. Now, let's see what he has here. Let's see if we can out-micro him a little bit with this Hellion. Factory is almost done, so I'll be able to make that starport. Obviously, with a build like this, you don't want to miss out on any of your important timings, such as the starport. Now, I think I'm gonna make it here. Like, it looks a little bit awkward, but the point is that I need space for a tech lab, and I could have made it there, probably. I couldn't find a place instantly where I could put it down. Now, let's see if I can maybe snipe some creep tumors. He doesn't have energy for one yet, but he will soon. I actually have to make a marine here. Normally you have your marine really fast, but since I'm doing gas first, I actually don't. Come on, I know you want it. I know you want it. Do it. Where's my creep tumor? Come on, buddy. There we go. Not gonna be able to get it though. Good defense by our German Zerg here. Feels weird to call Showtime a German Zerg. If you guys don't know who he is a professional Protoss player. One of the best ones we have in Europe. And he likes to off-race as Zerg sometimes. And he's pretty good with it, as you guys could see. He is 6k. He's actually higher or more than us, so I guess we have to call him pretty good. Else we would be calling ourselves bad, right? And that's, I mean, I actually do that a lot, but for the show, I feel like we've done a pretty good job so far, so let's see. Now, this Hellion drop, how can I mask it? That is the hard part. I'm actually still gonna lift this off. I have time, I think. Not the best Hellion movement by me there, so my drop is gonna be delayed by probably a few seconds. The thing is, he's probably going to see this with the Overlord, so I'm going to try to distract him at the same time I go in. Here we go. And then if that dies, it doesn't matter at all. And we're going to get some nice volleys. Oh, he's making roaches. That is scary. Because well, I guess I will have to switch back home to maybe like a bunker. I even have to make 2 bunkers. I don't know if they're defensive roaches, because he knows that I'm cheesing. He actually does not have... well, actually, he might be playing just defensive roach. Looking at it. I'm still gonna make tank, though. Or well, I can't make a tank yet because I want to make a battlecruiser. Now my battlecruiser is on the way. Ooh. I supply blocked myself. Oh, this is going to be a little bit scary, guys. Not going to lie. I guess we'll see how this is going to play out. I'm going to send these two to the main. I actually see repair this. Oh, I responded a little bit too late. I actually could have repaired that pretty well, I think. Let's see. Headings are going to come in now. This is going to be a little bit of a crazy hold. Let's see if I can make something happen here. Might get a nice surround. Okay, not the best targeting by me so far. I mean, we are getting some worker damage done, which is big. Let's see. Can we do this without losing too many workers? Probably not. Workers are actually terrible against roaches. Also a mosquito in front of my face, which is really annoying. Because you guys probably can't see that on the camera. So I could even be lying to you guys and you guys would have no idea. That's crazy, right? Okay, now we have a tank, and this tank is gonna do all the work for us, basically. I can even just kill those Ravagers easily. There we go. Alright, very nice. Now, I'm gonna cancel everything I'm building and just rely on getting more and more BCs out, because I want to say it's very unlikely he actually sees BCs coming at this point. And that might... Oh, he just killed my depot. I can't actually make a battlecruiser. That is very unfortunate. Now maybe this one Hellion. Oh, he has so many workers actually. Holy shit. That is insane. Yeah, this is looking like a bit of a rough one. But who knows? Yeah, he has too many queens. I think his Roachalin may have actually done it, guys. If I transition a little bit smoother, I could have probably defended. Now, what can I do here to win this game? I honestly think there's nothing I can do. I'm definitely gonna keep trying till the last moment, though. But yeah, 5 queens are just more than enough to kill a BC. Like, it's not even a close fight. Maybe if he didn't have that many transfuses on it, I would have had a better shot. I think instead of this tank... Oh, wait, how did that not die? Instead of this tank, I'm just gonna make Yamato. And I'm gonna make one bunker here. And then I'll try to win with... maybe, like, more BCs coming in. I know it's gonna be hard. Maybe he doesn't have... Did he have a lair? Oh, he was morphing one. I don't think we can hit in time for the lair. But maybe. He's not quite sure what I'm doing. Maybe we can snipe like a queen here and there. No. Well, this queen could maybe die. Okay, good transfuses by him. Now, should I make another tank? I think actually no. Because I see no way to win this game besides making the BCs, right? Oh, he's gonna see my starport. Yeah, his scouting has been on point, I have to say. Or maybe not necessarily his scouting, but more like his gameplay in general has been on point. Which is probably a bigger compliment even. Can I please kill that? How fast are those things? Come here. Okay. So now I have 2 BCs. I don't have Yamato. Dude, Yamato takes pretty long. 100 seconds. I don't have Yamato yet. I think one chance I have is finding the Spire. There's no Spire here. Maybe it's on the 3rd base. Maybe it's on the main. Let's see. I'm going to drop this Hellion. Just going to scout around. There's no Spire there, so I imagine it has to be in the main base. This BC is so low. Like, it sounds weird, but I literally cannot beat those queens, even with just battlecruisers. Yeah, you would imagine that the high-tech unit like the BC is good against queens, but it actually does not trade very well. At most, you can fight like 4 queens without transfuse, but for 9 queens with transfuse, I would probably need 4 battlecruisers. I could have launched some... Oh, he already has corruptors. Oh, man. Yeah, he got that. Yeah, you know what, guys? I know I have no chance to win this game. There you go. 135 supply corruptors are out. His Roachalin got us, but that's not going to demotivate us, so let's keep going. Alright, a Protoss called Marek. Now, I have a lot of Terran friends around this MMR, and I happen to know that this guy is probably a massive cheeser as well. So this could be an absolute massive cheese fest. So one thing you guys wanted to see, like keep in mind for this grand finale, I'm doing a lot of builds that you guys wanted to see, is a proxy 1-1-1. So I'm gonna try to do a proxy 1-1-1, even though I know he's probably gonna cheese me. And that is gonna be pretty difficult to make happen, but we'll see. I feel like depending on how fast his cheese is, my cheese is gonna be better or worse, and I'm not quite sure which one it is. So I guess we'll find out. Now, the way I usually do a proxy 1-on-1 is that I build the barracks close. Like in pro games, just in case you guys aren't aware, there are always a lot of mind games. Like if you copy a build from a professional tournament, very often it's going to be a little bit confusing. Maybe you try it on the ladder and it doesn't even work. And it's because a lot of mind games are involved. Now here, what I'm going to do is I build the barracks close. And this is what we call a fake proxy. And even though it is proxy, it's proxy close to my base. So usually what happens is they will make a zealot and they harass you with the probe because they think you're proxying, right? But then the proxy is close to your base, so they will see it when their probe dies. And then they will stop defending because they figured you fake proxied. But then you still do the actual proxy later with the factory. And I know that's like a little bit of a triple layer of mind games. I have to admit that this guy will probably not even really understand what's going on. And the mind game is probably a little bit too much. But that's why I'm going to be doing it this way. Now, he hasn't probe scouted me yet, so I can only imagine there... I mean, I'm kind of going off his reputation here. He could also just be not scouting. But I kind of feel like with his reputation, it's very likely there is a proxy somewhere already. And I'm also going to proxy him pretty close. I'm actually going to make it right here. There we go. And then... what am I going to do with this barracks? I think I'm actually just going to keep it there and just make the reactor on the low ground. This could be very sketch if he's doing like a robo or a void ray proxy, because then I won't be able to get the marines into my main. But I'm going for my own attack still first. Let's see. I haven't seen anything suspicious yet. Proxies can be here as well on this map. So let's see. Now, if he meets a full wall up, he's also going to be pretty surprised. I think if it's like a normal... oh, what is it? It's a robo. All right. So I did... wow. Okay. I did remember correctly that this guy is a cheeser. Now, how am I going to defend this? I actually don't know. Maybe... wait, what? That was weird. Maybe I would be wise to switch it up. You know what? I'm just going to try it. I'm actually going to switch it up. If you get another Protoss, I can do another proxy 1-1-1. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go for invisible Widow Mines dropping in his base while I'm defending it home. Now, what is the trouble here is that my barracks is out on the map, right? I'm going to get at least 4 Marines. Probably going to Chrono an Immortal right away if I had to guess. Let's see. There it is. Could also be a War Prison, by the way. Could be a lot of things, really. Can I afford to make a second bunker? That I don't know. I want him to follow my Reaper. Because I need those 2 Marines to actually reach the main base. That mission was successful. He did follow my Reaper and it survived, so that's very good news. And now I have 2 Marines in my main base. He's probably going to be very surprised if he sees, like, my Marines walk from there. I think rallying these Marines is probably a little bit too greedy, so I'm just going to keep those here. Now, I don't know if I can actually manage to defend with just 4 Marines in the bunker. Like, it's definitely going to be a big challenge. But at the same time, I'm going to have an absolutely killer attack. Oh, he's going to kill it already, maybe. Oh, he ran away. Okay, that's good. Kill the Stalker, maybe, with some good target fire. Oh, perfect. And now I already have Cloak on these guys. So he's going to have to, like, recall an Observer or something. Which is going to be very funny. This must be... he must be so confused as well. Like, what is going on here? So there we go. Oh, I shot into the gas. That's a little bit unfortunate. Now, I'm going to send the Liberator back home. And that Liberator should help a lot on the defense. Now, at this point... wait, what? How did he find that? No way. That is a little bit of insanity. Okay, so he's bringing everything into the main. Gonna have to try my best to repair that. It's gonna be hard against that many Stalkers and Immortals. Oh, wow. It's actually working so far. No way, guys. That bunker survived way longer than I imagined it could. I'm running out of money here, though, which is the scary part. Now, let's see. My Marines are on the way. I'm gonna try to target the War Prism. But keep in mind that, you know, my mines are basically killing him forever. And now I actually have... well, that's going to be stuck for a bit. That's probably okay. Yeah, let's go for it. This seems like a good time to go. Now, probably... I'm going to be able to kill the Prism. And that should be the hold. Now... wait, did I kill the Observer on accident? He stopped attacking them, so I might have killed the Observer with the splash. That would be just amazing. Okay. Let's get that there and send the Liberator to reinforce here. I actually want to see that in the replay. I may have killed an Observer on accident here with that play. Let's see. Kill the low one first. There we go. Okay, that was... I mean, it was close. It was hard to defend at home, but the Widow Mine drop. Let's see the kills on those. 8, 6, and 1. Now, did he actually have an Observer? I'm curious. So what happened here? Oh, he just lost both his... Yeah, he didn't lose the observer, guys. He just walked all of his units into my mind, despite having detection here. Now, I still would have been in a winning spot. I think I was gonna be probably... how many SCVs do I have left here? 8 SCVs against 9 probes, and I had more units. So I was still gonna be in a winning position. Definitely a big blunder by him, but that was a very cool game. And now, since it was a weird one, I'm still gonna try another 1-on-1 if we get another Protoss. Let's go. Alright, we got another Protoss, so now we can... That's perfect, guys. Now we can actually do a proxy 1-on-1 again, and I'll be doing the same thing. Now, Funk, as far as I know, plays pretty standard. Like, I feel like we played him actually once or twice in the cheese series already, and it was nice to cheese him because he played standard, you know? He didn't make our games too chaotic or anything like that. And now we're gonna see if we can try beat him again. So I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing as last time. I'm not sure if I liked my building positioning here, though, but at the same time, I'm not sure where else I would build it. I could actually maybe build it, like, up here, for example. Then it's, like, a little bit harder to scout, and at the same time... you know, my tanks wouldn't get stuck in like this weird area right here, because they kind of were getting stuck in the last game. It didn't bother me because I didn't need the tank anyway at that point, but I did definitely notice that they got stuck, which is annoying, so I should probably take care of that. Now, I did move my SCV out a little bit too late, so gonna be like 40 minerals late on this barracks, which is actually even 50 minerals. 75 minutes. It's actually a kind of a rookie mistake there, but happens to the best, I guess. Now I can play my cheese from slightly behind. Obviously, it's not the biggest deal ever. But my attack is definitely going to be delayed. Now, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get to this place without being seen from here. I didn't quite think that part through. Oh, one thing that I should keep in mind is that the watchtower actually sees quite far. Let me see. I don't think the watchtower sees this far, though. I know it sees really far, like it sees here. Is that the same distance? Is that roughly the same distance? Actually, not sure. I spent more time measuring the distance there than actually focusing on my builder, which is not ideal. I think my SCV might take too long to arrive there, looking at it. So that is maybe the biggest problem. Yeah, it's gonna take too long. Partially because I made my barracks too late as well. I think I might just make it at the watchtower here. Though that is obviously really easy to scout. Damn, this is not the cleanest execution I've done, guys. I'll be real honest. Definitely not my best cheese game ever. All my production is late. So if this still works, that must mean that the build is pretty good. Because at this point, I've already delayed myself by like 10 seconds, I want to say. Or maybe more even. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but with a chrono boost, that could be like the difference between an immortal being out or not, you know? So now he realized he has been faked. And now he should probably figure that I'm most likely to just continue playing from home instead of cheesing him. Maybe he'll send like a zealot across. Hopefully he just doesn't scout for the proxy. That would be the worst thing that can happen if he actually goes and scouts for this proxy base. Well, let's see. Did I see a zealot there? I saw something, I believe. Yeah, there we go. That's a good find. Probably he was gonna have an adept though, yeah. It's not gonna do too much. But this is gonna be pretty fine as well. Probably gonna cancel that if I had to guess, yeah. He's gonna go across. Now, this is gonna be a bit weird because he's not gonna find anything. And that is gonna make the alarm bells go off. Now, let's just make sure I can actually get a tank. I'm not sure if you get a... No, actually, yeah, you get a cyclone first with this, I believe. It is a Stargate as well. Now, what is he gonna think when he sees this? I feel like his stuff was all pretty early. I hope let's see if I can micro this so I don't have to lose units. That would be very pleasant. Oh, he's not actually targeting. That's nice. Oh, now it's two adepts. This is actually gonna get a little bit sketchy here, guys. Do I kill him? Or... I think I can't really go back. Like, I'd have to wait for my 6 Marines, and then I probably wouldn't even really kill what he has. Especially with the Oracle on the way. I think, yeah, I actually didn't really foresee this happening. And that is gonna cost me a lot of momentum here. Okay, I'm just gonna go back. I don't know what he's thinking at this point. Like, he might be... It doesn't seem like he's taking care of what he's about to die to at all, which is kind of funny. Okay, get one of that surrounded, maybe? Wow. How did that sneak through? Oh, I'm actually gonna kill these. Where's my Cyclone? Here we go, bro. There we go. And he is gonna lose all of these units, which is great. There we go. Please don't kill me. Thank you. And now I should be pulling a few SCVs as well to go with this. Launch a depot. And then with the tank, hopefully have a strong enough push to finish it. Now keep in mind, everything was a little bit late here. Look, the minimap looks crazy. It looks like I have units everywhere right now. Which is not really the case, but definitely looks like it. SCVs need to come as well. Let's see what he has. He could have a Void Ray, that's why I'm kind of scared here. Okay, so he's not going to be able to defend this natural at all, which is nice. He went for Phoenixes! Oh, he's crazy. He's actually crazy. Phoenixes of all things, huh? Alright. Well, I guess the Phoenixes are going to be relatively good at picking up stuff. Not if you lose them for free, though. His Reaper is a bit exposed. Now, I want to keep going in, because the best thing the Phoenixes can do is just kind of deny the reinforcements forever. And I want to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm going to siege it over there. I probably repaired this really well. Let's see. Oh, he does actually get it down pretty fast. And now he might pull his workers. That would be a logical choice. Else he's going to lose these stalkers. Okay. He has one super battery available, but it's really far in the back. So it is really not going to do that much. And I think this build is actually going to net us a dub. And it even looked really strong in doing so. Yeah, he's going to go. He just doesn't have enough units here. I mean, normally I would maybe be scared for like Phoenixes lifting my tanks, but this was just an absolute wash. And I'm kind of surprised there's no Oracle. Like, imagine the Oracle, my main, would have done a lot of damage. Maybe Void Rays at the front, but he was a bit greedy, decided to go for Phoenix, and that was a misplay. Didn't even make detection or anything like that, so he definitely wasn't too safe. But truth is truth, our build did actually look pretty strong, even outside of his mistakes, so that is great. Now let's move on to the next cheese. Oh, we got Trigger, a 6-2 pro Protoss player. How are we gonna do this one, guys? I don't think I got too many more TVP suggestions in the comments besides the 1-1-1. I do have a build in mind that I really want to try that's really stupid. And I feel like a player like Trigger should be able to counter that pretty well. But I'm gonna go for the crazy 3 racks timing attack. I'm gonna wall off my base very fast. Proxy 2 barracks is somewhere else. And then go for like a really early SCV pull, basically. I don't know how early I need to send these SCVs out. It's probably pretty early. Maybe I'll just get another one out. Excuse me. I think actually right now should be fine. It doesn't need to be crazy early because I'm still going to have to make a depot. The one thing that would counter this instantly, like super hard, would if he did a really early probe scout. Like if he would scout me now before I get the depot up, I would just be destroyed. I think usually you actually make a barracks even before the depot, like 1 barracks if I remember correctly. So I feel like I'm really playing with fire here already, because imagine if the probe comes now, you know. Actually, I probably should have cancelled that worker. For some reason I was making workers non-stop like I'm playing a macro build, and I like to pretend like my builds are macro builds when it has a follow-up, but this is definitely not not a game where I need a lot of SCVs. Only to pull them, I would suppose. Now he's going to see this wall. Hope I get lucky on the RNG. I don't think that's gonna pop out inside, is it? No, it's not. That really sucks. Like my eco is terrible, right? So any SCV that doesn't mine, that is gonna make me a bit annoyed. Now at this point, he's not gonna be too suspicious yet, because walling off your main is actually relatively standard. But if he sees a Marine pop out, he's gonna be very suspicious, because like normally you would make a Reaper with this. Oh, let's go, the surround. That was actually the worker I sent out as well. So that wasn't suspicious if he paid attention. Obviously, I would be suspicious at this point, mostly because I saw the Marine. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wait for like 5 Marines or so. And then I'm going to pull the boys and go across. I need to have 3 Marines here so I can beat an adept on the way. And that might be the scary part, because like imagine if he goes for a Stalker. I might actually be in for a little bit of a rough time here. This map is also quite big, which makes this harder. I'm going to pull a ton of SCVs, because like I said, this is really all in. I can even pull more, I think. Yeah, a few SCVs and a mule is good enough for me at this point. So I'm actually going to have 8 Marines with this. I didn't realize that you would actually have this many Marines. This is pretty sick. Okay, it is a Stalker. I could maybe trap it, actually. Is it trappable? Not yet. Oh, you saw the SCVs already. Okay, then it doesn't matter. Then we just send it like crazy. If we saw the workers already, then we can just send it. I'm gonna get that Stalker, I think. Barely not. Oh, it is all moving. Okay, here we go. Maybe if I click on the mineral line, I could actually surround that to death. Go. And there's the surround. I'm gonna kill the battery first. Okay, no battery right now is up. I can target the adept before the battery finishes. He's trying to defend the low ground, but he's already out of units here, guys. I'm gonna kill this battery. Battery, obviously the biggest counter to stuff like this. So he has another Stalker. It seems like he's playing Twilight. Oh, he has more batteries. Okay, that is well done by him. He's probably gonna activate one of these. I mean, I'm gonna target all the probes I can. Nothing died so far. I lost all my SCVs. And yeah, the super battery is gonna be a close one here, I think. Because I'm gonna be able to reinforce with Marines non-stop. He actually should probably not even kite. Because he can... I can't really commit because of the super battery. And now I can go in again. I think with his skills, he probably will be able to defend this at this point. But it's gonna be a close one. I accidentally shot a Roomba there, which sucks. Actually, guys, I have a lot of Marines here. His micro has been fantastic. You know, credit where credit's due. Let's see. If I kill the last pros, that's gonna be it. Okay. I am not so sure, guys. Have I won this game? Or have I lost this game? Okay, well, I'm gonna kill the last probes. I think that's the last one. Well, yeah, I didn't manage to kill it. Okay. Yeah, that is... This is a game of StarCraft. I killed so many probes that I might be able to transition from this. I'm really not sure if that's the case. But I'm definitely gonna try. Like, I killed enough probes that this is not the kind of game that I would leave. If he has 8 probes out here, I would be out, you know? But since it looked like he had 1 probe, I would have to guess I'm still dead. Because I didn't see the probes on the natural. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if during that fight 3 or 4 probes finished. Which means that he would be at a big lead, obviously having 2 Nexi. But I'm gonna try to do one more sneaky run by here. Would he try to counterattack me? Oh, he is actually trying to counterattack. I have a bunker. Yeah, he's gonna do some really good damage to this. See if I can micro this well enough. Oh, I clicked away the wrong one. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what good players can do with, like... It seemed like there's no opening, but he's using all the shields. He mismicroed it a little bit. So that is good. And now I'm gonna be able to walk in. If he doesn't have units here, guys. Okay, so there's no probes on the natural. Actually, maybe he doesn't have that many probes. There's a recall. Oh, actually, the recall is not the best because I can actually go down here and kind of mess him up a little bit. Let's see. I think with the battery, he's still going to be totally fine, though. Like, I can't kill the probes under the batteries, you know. That is a big problem here. He has about 7 probes, I want to say. Oh, give me that Stalker. Oh, he's losing probes. He lost a few. That's big. What a micro battle this is. I do have way more workers than him. So if I get like a CC going... What a micro battle. He's doing a really good job, I have to admit. If he didn't lose that 1 Stalker on my side, I would have said it was perfect. Now, my next goal is to just get a command center and then get 2 gases. At this point, I'm convinced that I'm ahead. Like, he didn't actually have probes on the natural, it feels like. Because LC... Oh, let's go. LC would have more than this. Now, I'm going to be able to make my CC already. And go across with, yeah, a lot of Marines. And I might even be able to kill him with this. Because this is enough Marines to one-shot probes under the battery. And that's when you can finally deal damage. Like, the problem with 6 Marines is that you don't one-shot a probe. So if there's the battery, you don't kill anything and you just lose them. Like, he could even A-move his probes onto my Marines. Like, right now, I have enough Marines. His best move would be to move out with the Stalker. He's not paying attention, though. Oh, that was close. And I'm gonna go straight for the main. Because that's how I win the game. He might actually have, like, a sentry or something. Actually, a Stalker would probably be better because it does more damage. And he should have a super battery. Like, that actually recharges pretty fast. There we go. Good micro by me there. And now... Oh, he has probes here too. I'm actually gonna kill those as well. I mean, that's 3 probes. Since he only has 10, that's a pretty big deal. I do like the effort he's putting into this. Like, I really like that he made it a fight. Oh, he does have a sentry. Really good move. His micro... Oh, he's gonna lose a sentry though. No, I was just gonna compliment his micro. And then that happened. I'm still gonna go in for this. He should stand here with the Stalker. That would be his best move. Yeah, exactly. And the reason is because else I would be able to walk into the mineral line. Now I can't. He's actually having to micro this on 2 fronts. And he's doing a really good job. This is some real pro gamer moment right here. Actually, I already mined out a patch in my base somehow. Okay, can I get that? Yes, let's go. Oh, another probe. The battery doesn't reset, I think. Oh, he has 2 more stalkers now. Almost killed that one. Let's see, how many workers is there? I mean, he does have an almost saturated base, but he shouldn't be able to compete with my 2 orbitals, really. And if he ever managed to sneak out any tech during that, I'd be very surprised. Like, imagine if like we think we're winning and then like a DT walks in, or like a disruptor hits us, or like I don't know, a carrier or whatever. Like, there's no way anything like that's gonna happen. He's pretty much just sitting on 1 gate, and at this point, he probably knows he's losing, but he's not sure if I ever got my CC up. Like, those things are really hard to judge. Now he could surrender, for example, seeing this army. Now it wouldn't surprise me anymore. Though he didn't see the CC yet. Like, if I'm on 1 base here, it's understandable that he stays in. If he saw my workers, he would probably surrender, I think. Now, I'm gonna have to make a factory here as well. I could also make an eBay. Oh, that's a big army I have. Ooh. He's being risky right now. Let's see, when is Tim gonna finish? Tim's gonna finish soon. Combat shields as well. And with that, I'm gonna be hitting a timing. Now, the only thing I'm missing here is an eBay, not just for upgrades, but also a turret. I feel like we all know the only way to lose games where we're really far ahead is well, either massive disruptor shots, which he's not gonna have, or DTs, which he actually could have at some point. And that I'm gonna need detection for. Now, I'm gonna move out with my upgrades. This basically, like, at this point, it looks like a normal 3 racks. If you would tune in now, and I would hide the timer, you would probably believe that this is what it looks like, If it's like 5.5 minutes earlier, you would probably believe this. And then if you look at the clock, you're like, huh? Like, wait, what now? Okay. I'm curious what he's gonna have. If I have to imagine something, he'd probably be chilling in his natural with batteries, sentries, maybe a few sentries, I don't know how many. If he has anything else besides basic units, I would be surprised. Now, there is a battery there. I will just stim for them. Whichever one he activates. Yeah, there we go. Now, Zealots are very good in this scenario. He does have a lot of probes. Oh, the battery's actually kind of fragged. I think I'm going to kill that one because it's just warping in. He is going to defend this very well still. I really have to compliment him for this game. I feel like almost any other Protoss would have gotten absolutely destroyed already at this point. But he hasn't. Give me that probe. There we go. Gotta get everything you can. I do have a lot of workers. How many do I have? 44. You would actually never hear me call that a lot, except for in these situations. Now... Oh, I actually stimmed these on accident. I actually do that a lot. I do F2 stim, but normally I do it on purpose because I want my army to catch up. But now they weren't anywhere near, so I guess I just developed a pretty bad habit. Now he has an immortal too. Okay, this game is actually not going to end as easily as I thought it would. I'm even going to have to play kind of a macro game after this, which is shocking, considering the amount of workers I killed. Now, I'm definitely still ahead. I want to end this game with mass drops. I've mentioned it before. One thing that I don't really want to do in this show is play macro games against Protoss, because they always drag out really long, even if you're ahead, disruptors and this. So I would rather put it all to the test with some doom drops and see which way it goes. And I think this first drop might already be pretty successful. But if he has a robo, it probably means that Colossi are on the way. He has an observer. He's gonna pull the probes now. Actually, he's gonna kill the immortal here. Gonna lift this marauder. Yeah, these trades are just gonna be too good. There we go. And that should finally be it, I think. A little bit of marauder micro to end it all. There we go. Well, what a game this was. His supply was actually not that far off, I think. Yeah, 20. Well, yeah, 20 is a lot. I thought, yeah, about 20. He does have a Colossus on the way. It's a little bit later than I expected. Let's see what the situation was at the start. I feel like at some points it could have been close. At the end, it was clearly in my favor. But at some point, it was probably very close. So here he backs off. And then here, like, you can see that nothing dies under a battery to this stuff, but I have to attack, because if I don't attack, I don't drain the batteries and nothing happens. So basically what I did here is I stayed around until he used the super battery, and then I went for it again, and then I was able to kill a lot of probes. And let's see how many workers he actually had left. So he only had 1 work on the natural. So you guys remember I said it was probably 3 or 4. He actually only had 1, so he's on 2 workers. And yeah, 5 SCVs plus a mule. A mule's about 3.5 workers, I believe. It's going to put me at 8.5 workers against 2. It's going to give me a very sizable advantage. And guys, I said it before, but I want to clap for him for this game because I don't know how he was able to survive so long from this position. 2 workers with no minerals is incredible. But we did get the dub, and let's try to get another dub. Vamos. Ah, we got Showtime Zerg again. All right. He was actually, yeah, he's the one who... was he the only one that owed me so far? I think he might be. And I actually opened his stream during the games because he was streaming these. And he said he didn't really feel like playing as my meme account. But sadly now he has been caught again into the memes. And this is also going to be the absolute final episode of Cheese to Rank 1. Or the final game, rather. The last game of the episode, the last game of the whole show. So I guess we should end it with a banger. And I'm not quite sure what a banger could be, because at this point we have pretty much done everything. How many cheeses have we done? You guys can see it up there somewhere. It's like 80. I don't know. We have done an incredible amount of cheeses. And I feel like this game I should just do the dumbest thing I can think of. But, like, all my builds kind of feel dumb in a way. So, it's my brain is not really thinking of anything in particular. I feel like I want to do something on 1 base, which is really stupid. Just for the meme. But at the same time... Excuse me, my opponent's a really good player. And I don't want to meme him too hard. Because then I would just get annihilated, you know? And I'm trying to find a fine line for this last episode. So I'm going to go on 1 base. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to do a really ridiculous TVT build. I actually got this inspiration from my stream the other day. I played like 10 Terrans in a row. And then I got a Zerg. And I did a TVT opener. And I scouted at a TVT timing. So this game I'm actually going to do it on purpose. I'm going to try a TVT build and modify a little bit so it is hellbounds with it. Because otherwise I don't know what I would do. And I don't think this can work at all, but whatever, guys. It's the last game. Let's have some fun. Let's vibe out and see how it goes. I'm going to make a factory. And then... yeah, the thing that worries me the most here is that in TVT builds you don't get anti-air until, like, I don't know, 4 minutes or something. So the Overlord can literally just fly over my base up and down forever. And I would never be able to kill it, which is kind of weird. Now I'm going to have to scout him well to see what he does. The last game we played in the first... actually, it was the first game of the episode, I think. We played a Roach all-in, pretty much. Or a semi-all-in, a pressure, you can call it. And that build would absolutely destroy this build as well. So I should probably scout. Not scout to see that he's doing it, but scout to make him not do it. That's probably a whole nother level of mind games once again. But if you scout someone too well, they'll probably not all in you, because then, you know, it doesn't really work that well when it's scouted. So even though I'm not really gonna react to what he's doing, I still want to scout him to make him feel afraid, if that makes sense. I think that makes total sense, actually. And let's see if he has a 3rd base. He does have a 3rd base. I'm really curious if this build is actually gonna do anything. I'm kind of afraid that it is not going to. But I guess we will find out very soon. I'm gonna make a starport. There we go. Oh, can't lose any units because I am gonna attack him. Like, normally you would make reactor Hellions, but I'm making reactor Reapers, which is weird. He's probably also gonna be like, what the hell is this? Mark, please think of some real builds. I'm sure that's what he's saying on the stream right now as we are playing. I think I'm gonna need another... depot? No, actually I don't. I'll just make an armory. And I wonder what his response is going to be to me showing up with like multiple Reapers, because he probably does want to save this 3rd hatch, you would imagine at least. And this is like the most TVT build I've ever seen. I'm probably going to make a medevac with this. And then some Hellions as backup from the reactor. I always hope secretly that I just invent like an absolutely insane build on accident, you know? Like, it's possible. Who knows? Like, this probably just loses to Zerglings. That's the problem. Okay, we're gonna kill 1 queen. We might kill another one if he's not careful here. Yeah, he does have a lot of Zerglings now. That's the scary part. Let's see. I might have to back off. Yeah, he's getting more and more Zerglings. His queens are getting low HP, though. He has Overlord speed as well, which is funny. Okay, need to be very careful with this, yeah. I'm very, like, if I get surrounded, it's all over, you know? So, I'm being very, very careful with this. And then maybe off the back of this, we could actually go for... Oh, let's get a big hit. Nice. Off the back of this, we could maybe actually go for... Maybe like a 2-base all-in or something. Oh, is that good enough? This looks good for me, guys, I think. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the Reapers are alive. And I have a medevac to heal them, which is unusual. Let's go. Okay, guys. No way. Have we actually found out a build? There's no way, guys. The TVT build, Reaper, Hellion timing attack into the medevac. Shatter Showtime Zerg. I can't blame him because what the hell is this? If I played against this, I would be confused. And just like always, the grand finale delivers again. And I can just express my gratitude for you guys to have enjoyed this show for so long. This is the final episode. We ended it with a banger, with a TVT build against Zerg, and it worked, which is awesome. Now let's see what MMR we ended up with. Obviously very important. I think we actually reached our peak. 5956 MMR. I'm not sure if we hit our peak rank because like the things move up and down. 71 and 7. And yeah, guys. Perfect series. Thank you guys so much for enjoying it. Now, it's time to continue our Ghost series, to move on to Hellion Raven to Grandmaster. Hope you guys are excited for that. If you enjoyed this grand finale, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next challenge. Adios, squad.